Morning, everybody. It's another great day here in the, stepped in a hole. Another great day here. We are just outside of Tecumseh, Oklahoma, where we live. We're still in the old Great Pot County. Look at this place. Look at the grass here. The Bermuda grass here is a foot tall. It's amazing. There's Mom over there. Hi, Mom. So today, now this is a different one for y'all. I've never had one of these on my channel yet. Right there. One of those has not been on our channel yet. That is this windmill. I'll try to get some, when I'm editing the video, I'll probably put some notes in down at the bottom so you can read, but this is manufactured by Heller Aller. Heller-Aller, if you ever wanted to look it up. Heller Aller. Baker, I guess, I don't know how that works. See, it says Baker on the tail. It's a Heller Aller Baker. Baker had quite a few windmills throughout its period, but this one is really strange because it has 1, 2, 3, stop spinning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 30 blades, 40, I don't know. I should know this. If it had stopped turning, I could count them for you, but anyway, this thing's beautiful. It's just a looker. It's just to make this farm look like a farm. And it's done a pretty good job doing that because it looks amazing out here. It's got these really cool, these are funky little steps to climb up on. They're really good. So what I do like about this windmill and a few others, the air motor, is the tower leg holds the steps to go up it. So that angle right there is less steep as if the ladder went up the side right here. When you go up the side, I mean, you almost feel like you're climbing straight up. But when you're going up one of these towers with the corner steps, it's totally different. Totally easy to climb. Super easy. So, but I'm gonna probably put y'all on my noggin, and we've got to do an oil change on this thing. He wants it serviced and kind of just make sure it still spins and doesn't squeak and keep the neighbors awake there across the road. So anyway, let's get to it. Mom's already got us all taken care of.
Your oil's not open.
Okay. While I was yakking, she was over here gathering up tools. She's amazing. You're amazing, Mama.
Oh, thank you.
Look at this grass. How do I get grass like this at our farm? Amazing. It's probably full of chiggers too, though. That's why you're standing right by the truck, ain't it? Heller Aller Baker. This looks like about a 30-foot tower. Wow, yeah. Woohoo. I like it when they make noises like that. These steps kind of rock. They have a single bolt that holds them in their spot. I'm telling you, when it pops like that, it kind of scares you. Haven't been on a platform this healthy and sturdy in a long time, I'm telling you. That's what it's all about, y'all. Right. Okay. This is a good place for wasps. So if you ever climb one of these, look up in here, because the minute you get up and start doing something, they'll come blowing out of there. So this has, start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 36 blades. Amazing. This is what's called the Model 8. You can see that. But I mean, there's a few things about this windmill that was different from a lot of other windmills. You see, there is no brake on this. Not a brake at all. So these blades are designed to have a really you know, so when you, let me see how to explain this. So if you have the windmill turned off, which is what it is right now, see the tail is parallel with the wheel. If you wanted to open it up, if it was a pumping windmill, this tail would go spling out right here 90 degrees to the wheel, perpendicular. And these blades would go around and face the wind just like this, head on. So when you turn it off, most windmills stop. And they have a mechanism up here that goes, locks down on something, either a brake hub or however they do it. There's a lot of different types. It would actually mechanically lock the wheel from spinning. This one doesn't do that. They designed this so that, you know, there's very little side air contact. So when wind's blowing here and it's turned off, you know, these blades are so small, and the cord depth is so shallow, it doesn't catch hardly any side air. You know, I mean, it may dance a little bit, but if you had the weight of the windmill, a well on it, it probably wouldn't move at all. So that's one of the rare things about this style of windmill. Very different. And I almost think that might be why there's not a whole lot of these left. You know, a brake is somewhat important, but I don't know. It's a cool windmill though. Really cool. So to get the bonnet off of this, pull these bolts out here. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. Ooh, get off there, little booger. There we go. Yo, that's beautiful. We have a chance of storms here between 4 and 6 o'clock this afternoon, and we're really looking forward to that. It's July 4th, by the way. July 4th. So if, I know this video won't go out for probably a week. It seems I'm about a week behind on all my video making because we're busy working. So, so this thing has the same little bolt nut over here. Like so. But happy 4th of July. It'll be a happy late 4th of July to you. That's an American thing. There's a nice windmill tower laying over there in the grass. That's a nice one. But this is a really neat little windmill. There's that bolt out of it. This thing has a ball race right inside of here. It's got little balls that it rotates around. See that, how this is spinning on top of that? Pretty cool. So bonnet off. Just step down here that I'm gonna hop up on. So we still got oil. See, all of our gears are still oily, which is good. We're running in oil. Very little, it's barely touching. So I'm glad we're out here. That's good. Windmills need oil, y'all. A windmill that's neglected does not last. And he was saying that it's been a couple of years since this one's had an oil change. So you might need to get a wrench for that. I usually remember my croissant wrench when I come up here. So I'll do it. If I can man up for a half a minute. Oh yeah. It's called manning up. Man up. Get our little bucket. Rained here. Rained. There won't be much oil jump out of this. There will be a little bit, I think. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I had about I don't know, maybe a half a quart, if that, a quarter of a quart. It was due. It was due, y'all. It was due. Heller Aller Model 8. Oh, that breeze feels so nice. I'm telling you. Just let it keep on draining. The reason we take the oil out because, the oil has the porosities of any wear that happens inside the gearbox. And So this is what's called a non-detergent oil. And by that, a non-detergent oil allows particulates to settle. See how thin that oil is? It's not like oil, like gear. Everybody's like, man, shouldn't that have gear oil in it? No. You want really thin oil in this to be right, because you want that oil to be able to move around, going a little bitty tight grooves and gears and bearings, and it doesn't get hot, you know. So you really want your, and even during the wintertime, that oil is so thin that it'll stay thin enough that it does keep moving around in all the critical spots. So what I use is this right here. This is, you see it says non-detergent 10 weight, which is really thin oil. But as being a non-detergent, this allows all the particulates to settle to the bottom. A detergent oil, now there's people that are a lot smarter than me that'll probably comment, but a detergent oil keeps all the particulates in a suspension. I don't know if I even said that right. Suspension. It doesn't sound right, but I think it's right. So the reason that you want your particulates in a suspension is so that the oil can pull all the particulates through a filter. A windmill doesn't have an oil filter, so you use a non-detergent type oil to let everything settle out. And again, I'm not a chemist. That was explained to me that way. So if I'm wrong, tell me. But somebody really smart in the oil and gas, or the fuel production that produces gas, diesel, he's a lot smarter than I am with all this stuff. That's how he explained it to me. So I wanted to share my acquired knowledge with everybody else. I don't keep stuff to myself. If I know something's gonna be better for somebody, I'm letting y'all know about it. Anything it is. See, our gears are sitting in good oil, and there's my little, I saw it fall off. I was hoping I'd be able to find it. Come here, little bugger. See that? It fell, it was the first one that went in. So we have oil, everything looks good. This is a needle mill. So this is the, I'll pull this around here. So these are the pitman arms that are gonna create the up and down motion of the pump. See how they're going down? And our wheel's still turning. It's gonna go up. And this guy down here, this rocker arm, just rocks up and down and creates the up and down motion of your pump rod, which in turn causes the sucker rod to go up and down, which in turn creates lift, which gets the water to the surface. And it's this right here that gets you a full tank of water. Let's them cows have something to drink. This would originally have had, onto this tail right here, there would have been a chain that went from here, went through this pulley, went in here. There's another pulley right here you can see. It's been locked up for a long time. And then that would have went down into that tube right there. It would have stayed beside that, and would have came all the way out and came out down here. And that's how you would have turned the thing on and off. So, pretty cool stuff, y'all. All right. Just to keep the neighbors happy, I always put a little bit on this right here. Somebody mentioned that WD-40 does not have any lubrication properties. And then another comment in the same string, the guy was talking about how good the lubrication properties of WD-40 are, because, and which makes me happy because me and every other windmiller I know has been using WD-40 for a long time. And I would hate to think that we've been doing it all wrong this whole time. So I'm so glad to know that WD-40 does actually lubricate. Because it's you know, it's good. It's the viscosity of it is so thin that it'll just flow down in all them little noisy spots. That's a big word of the day, viscosity. So we're gonna put this back on. This windmill's good for another year, y'all. I'm not gonna worry about any of the hinges because it's tied off. It's locked off right here, this little piece of chain to keep it from ever spinning. This thing is strictly just for looks. And we're gonna keep it just for looks for a long time. Me and Mama. It's beautiful out here. There's 2 more bakers just like this, Heller bakers, just across the road. I don't know if you can see them. If you can see them through the blades when they spin. There's 2 more of these windmills just like this across the road. Beautiful. These are beautiful, beautiful. We're lucky to get to do this. Yeah, we should probably be popping fireworks today, but we got to keep the show going, you know. Our list is continually growing with work because we're one of a very few people in Oklahoma that even do what we do. We're not like plumbers or electricians, or you know, where there's like 10 in every town. But this would have had a spring that attached from here and went all the way out to here, and that's what would have helped the tail to open up. So yeah, now y'all have seen a Heller Baker Heller Model 8. This came in I think a 6.5 foot, the 8, 10, 12, and so on. They made big windmills. This thing's awesome though, it's beautiful. Look at it go. Look at it. So good. Yeah, it's a good windmill. It's a good one, y'all. All right. I'll gather up some tools. We'll go back down to the truck. Can't believe I get to do this for a living. Put that on my finger. Put that on my finger. Put that in my hand. Going down. Put that right there so I can grab it. It's best to get over the platform, get down here and kind of get in a spot. You can pick all your stuff up. Go right on down. Remember, non-detergent 10 weight is what we use. So if you decide to go watching our videos and decide, you know, you want to go work on your windmill, be careful doing it. You can do it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist because I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm just not scared of heights. I don't live like, you know, man, I'm scared I'm gonna fall off that thing. I ain't gonna do it. Nope. I'm not, it don't scare me. Hey, Mama. Whoo, doggies. How do we look up there?
You look great.
All right. This thing's probably getting pretty full. This is where I dump all my old oil. So that oil looks pretty good. I'm almost wondering if it, I don't think so. So automatic transmission fluid, people use that for this. It's not what's recommended. And then you can use, you know, because it's really thin and the properties are close to that of like a non-detergent oil. And then, what else do people use? Hydraulic fluid. Certain hydraulic fluids are really thin. You know, they're designed to be able to go through small orifices to be able to let your cylinder open or close, or hydraulic systems to work. So But anyway, y'all, there it is. I'm gonna try to show y'all the side profile of that. You can see there's hardly anything visible from the side. Whereas most windmills, you know, they have a big cord of the blade. So, see, it's one to turn. But again, it doesn't have any weight going down to a well or anything to stop it. So, that's it. So, this is a short one. This is a short one. People say short ones are good. Is that right, Mama?
Yep.
Yep. They don't have to be a 2-hour video, I've been told. Sometimes all of our jobs are hard to compress or condense down into a very short video because there's, you know, it's a 4-hour job to 6 hours to 8 hours, whatever it ends up being. And it's really hard to remove 75% of material and not be instructional and not be thorough. So it is what it is. So sometimes it can be a little short video like this.
Yeah.
So anyway, happy 4th of July. Y'all have a great day and we'll see y'all soon. Bye.